Okay, all set to go. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Just off the outside edge. And the home opener is underway. That one ripped. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Late with the swing there.
Ooh, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Pilar, long run on his horse. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's 3-0. Andres Gimenez in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Ground ball up the middle. Lux throws the first in time. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. And a foul ball. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Gimenez takes his lead at third with one away. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Inside and it hit him.
First base.
Next to hit, Tyler Heineman. In the air out to center. Simeon makes his way towards it. Stretches out and hauls it in. And now the DH, Marcell Ozuna. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1.
And it's even up to Ozuna. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And here comes Bellinger. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Ward makes the play. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Mookie to hit. Line drive. Could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. Now a relay to second, but he's in there easily.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
In the dirt, blocked. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time. Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Will Wagner. This to center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing.
On to Simeon. And they turn the double play. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
2 down, nobody on. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? He jacks that one out to left. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. The throw to first. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Marcus Simeon. Bassett back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Bassett, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Here's Kevin Pillar. On its way to the corner. And that will drop foul. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. It's 4-1. Swing and that ball smashed on a line. Snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Gavin Lux. Inside. And that is ball 1. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser.
That ends the inning. So we take back at Truist Park, on to the 3rd inning, and stepping in is the speedy Andres Gimenez.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
And base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Kicks and fires. And that's where the swing, it's a strikeout. And the batter now, Addison Barger. Gimenez leads off first with 1 away. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. And that just misses.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run.
Runner on the move. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Now one missed.
2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Hit in the air, left field. Verdugo gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Bo Bichette.
Bichette, 27 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. This one in the air right field, and it stays fair. Gimenez around 2nd, on his way to 3rd, coming home. The tag, and he's in there, and they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Yeah, that's fouled off. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. The 0-2. And they'll do it again. Runner at second, 2 down. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Popped in the air, left field, nabs it, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Sean Murphy. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Pulls that one foul. 1 out, bases empty. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 outs, bases empty. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Swings and misses. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now the third baseman, Will Wagner. Headed down the line. Verdugo running hard. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. On the ground to third. And one gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man. And now it's Dalton Varsho. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss there.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Betts settles underneath it, makes the grab, and that's the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. Here's Mookie now. High fly ball, shallow right field. Reaching for it and brings it in. Here's Alex Verdugo. Lifted in the air, right center field. Varsho on the move. Brings it in. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Marcus Semien. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't get too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
So 2 down, Kevin Pillar now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Semien leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hit weakly on the ground. Bichette. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the third baseman, Zach McKinney. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Varsho right there to make the grab. And that is that. Back here in Atlanta, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Blue Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
In the air, center field. Pilar makes the grab for the second out. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Simeon. And that is the inning. Back at Truist Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off, Gavin Lux. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So here's Murphy now. To Jimenez.
He's out.
To Guerrero, and they turn 2.
The 5-4-3 double play is a gem in baseball, and how can you not appreciate the skill and practice it takes to make this look so easy? Great work by the infield.
And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Now it's the right fielder, Addison Barger. Liner, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Now here is Bo Bichette. In the air, right field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Digging in, Tyler Heineman. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground, right side, 4, 6, out, 3, double play, and the inning is over. And we're back. Bellinger up to hit.
The first baseman,
Bassett back to work.
Bellinger.
And there's a foul ball. Bellinger in his 8th season, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Belsingi, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And there's one away. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. 1 for 2. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And there's 2 down. Alex Verdugo next up for the Braves.
Alex Verdugo.
Tap foul at the plate.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And the inning is over. Top of inning number 7. Now, Will Wagner. That pitch gets the inside corner. It's 0-1. Now this is in the air down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On to first.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses. 0-2.
0-2.
And look out.
Boom,
that one gets him.
You,
the second man he's plunked in this one. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Anthony Santander.
Now pitching for the Braves, number 34.
And a foul ball.
Anderson.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 7-1. Now it's going to be Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball. Simeon toss over to first. And Guerrero is set down. 2 outs, base is empty. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Fought off foul. Late swing, foul to the left. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strike. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I would...
Oh, gets dirty. Fires to first, and that's a great play for the out. Kevin Pillar next up for the Braves. He swings and fouls one off. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Next offering upstairs. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
2 away now.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Barker brings it in for the third out. We're at the top of the 8th, and now for the Jays, Taylor Ward. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck, right field. Betts takes it in for the out, and there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
The Blue Jays up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 8th. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Pillar makes the grab. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. And it's fouled away. In the air, right side. Betts running hard to get it. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now in for the Braves, Gavin Lux. And first offering is fouled off. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Murphy now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
And a base hit right there. Onto Jimenez. Beats him despite the long throw. Here's Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one is lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Left field. 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. Mookie Betts next up for the Braves. This one in the air. Drops into the glove, and that ends. Back here in Atlanta, and here is Tyler Heineman. Anderson back to work. Cut on and lifted in the air. Pilar. 1 down. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. Fastball right back to the mound. Throw to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Next pitch is outside. Out to center. Pilar under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Last chance for the home team. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Alex Verdugo. Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down. Here is Marcus Semien. Strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And that one fouled off. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Foul ball. Stays alive.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, he went the distance for that first MLB win, Boog. I think it's impressive how much trust the skipper already has in him. This could be